Hey random, today let's have another set of math word problems, and these are the items from 6 to 10. Let's go. So for number 6, we have Bria paid $129 for her bicycle. If she paid $46 less than Gavin paid for his bicycle, how much did Gavin pay for his bicycle? Number 7, Rory is 25 years old. If she is 3 years older than Brett, how old is Brett? Number 8, a new copy machine produces 30 copies per minute more than the old machine. If the old machine produces 28 copies per minute, how many copies per minute does the new machine produce? Number 9, Arizona has been a state for 76 fewer years than Arkansas has been a state. If Arkansas became a state in 1836, when did Arizona become a state? And we have the last item, number 10. The distance from Los Angeles to San Francisco is 26 or 265 miles more than the distance from Los Angeles to San Diego. If San Francisco is 389 miles from Los Angeles, how far is San Diego from Los Angeles? Now we're going to answer the number 6. So Bria paid $129 for her bicycle. If she paid $46 less than Gavin paid for his bicycle, how much did Gavin pay for his bicycle? So as you can see, we have two persons. We have Bria and Gavin. So it says that Bria paid $129 for her bicycle. Let's have two variables. We have B for Bria and J for Gavin. And then it says that Bria paid $129. Okay, let's write it. $129. And then this is the first condition. If she paid $46 less than Gavin paid for his bicycle, how much did Gavin pay for his bicycle? So meaning to say, this is our first condition. If she paid this one. So we're going to have a first equation. So this is our first equation. Okay. So let's say we have for Bria, she paid 49 less than signals, meaning to say less than signal subtraction, right? So we have minus, this is minus, and then we have $49, no, 46 rather, and then less than Gavin. So this is Gavin. So remember that Bria paid $129. So this is our one of the bases, okay, to solve this item. Now we're going to evaluate, okay. So remember that we're looking for how much Gavin paid, okay. Okay. So we're gonna evaluate this equation. Let's have this one. We have B, which is Bria. So Bria paid $129, right? Okay. We're going to evaluate this one. So our B is $129. And then copy this one. We have Gavin, which is our G, and copy minus. That is $46. So what we're gonna do to find the value, how much Gavin paid for his bicycle, we just have to transpose this one to the other side, or simply applying addition property of equality. It's just the same. So for this item, so we're going to transpose this one to the other side. Okay, we're gonna transpose this one to here. So that will be, we have copy $129, and then we have a negative or minus $46. It will become a positive. We have positive 46. And then we're going to find the value of G, which is Gavin. Okay. So, and then we just have to add these two numbers. So 129 plus 46, and that will be $175. So meaning to say, Gavin paid at least $175 for his bicycle. So this is the answer. For number 7, Rory is 25 years old. If she is 3 years old, then Brett, how old is Brett? Alright, now let's say this, we have two persons. We have Rory as our R and Brett as our B. And then says that Rory is 25 years old. 25 years old. So we have 25 years old. And then we have the condition. The condition is if she is 3 years old older than Brett. So older than meaning to say it signals addition. Okay, we have the condition is, so Rory is 3 years old, signals addition. 3 years older than to whom? To Brett. So we have B for Brett. And then we're going to evaluate to solve how old is Brett, okay? So it says that Rory is 25 years old. So we have 25 years old, and then copy, and then copy. Now to find how old is Brett, again, we just have to apply addition or subtraction property of equality, or simply transpose the number to the other side. So what we're going to do is copy 25, and then we're going to transpose positive 3 to the other side. It will become a negative 3, and then copy BS, or stands for Brett. Now 25 minus 3 is 22. So meaning to say Brett is 22 years old. And it makes sense because it says that Rory is 25 years old, which is older than, or 3 years older than Brett. So yeah. Now let's go to number 8. For number 8, we have a new copy machine produces 30 copies per minute, more than the old machine. If the old machine produces 28 copies per minute, how many copies per minute does the new machine produce? So we have a new machine and an old machine. So we have N for new machine, and we have O for old machine. Okay? And then it says that a new copy machine produces 30 copies per minute, more than the old machine. So this is our first condition. So we're gonna translate this into numbers. So we have the new machine produces more than signals addition. 30 than the old machine. O as our old machine. So let's copy that one. And then we have the second condition. If the old machine produces 28 copies per minute, we have old machine here, and it produces 20 copies per minute. 28 copies per minute. Now the question here is how many copies per minute does the new, that's the new. So we're going to find the value for N for our new copy machine. The question is how many copies per minute does the new machine produce? So it's very simple. We just have to evaluate 28 to this first equation, to this one. Okay, we're going to copy this one. So we have N, and then we have our O, and then plus 30 copies. Since we're going to find the value of N, so we just have to evaluate 28 to this equation. So let's do it. Copy N. So, okay, hold on. This is N. And then the value of our O, which is the old machine, is 28. So this is 28. And plus 30. Now, very simple. We just have to add these two numbers. 28 plus 30 is 58. So, meaning to say that the new machine, or the new copy machine, produces 58 copies per minute. This is the answer. For number 9, Arizona has been a state for 76 fewer years than Arkansas has been a state. If Arkansas became a state in 1836, when did Arizona become a state? Okay, we have two variables. We have Arizona and Arkansas. So we have A for Arkansas. No, A for Arizona and B for Arkansas. This is Arizona. And then this is Arkansas. And then we have the first condition. It says that Arizona has been a state for 76 fewer years, fewer than signal subtraction. Okay, so we have our A for Arizona. Fewer than or fewer years than, that is minus 76. To which country? Arkansas. So B as our Arkansas. Okay, we have B. So we have now the first equation. So our first equation is A is equal to B minus 76. Now let's go to our second condition. Our second condition is if Arkansas became a state in 1836. Okay, let's have B for our Arkansas. It became a state in 1836. Now what is asked to this item? When did Arizona become a state? So we're going to find when did Arizona become a state. So we just have to evaluate then. So let's copy our first equation. So we have A equals B minus 76. And then, since our B is 1836, right? We have 1836 minus 76. So that will be our A for Arizona. Now, if we're going to subtract 1836 minus 76, okay, let's try. 1836 minus 76. 6 minus 6 is 0. Then 3 minus 7 is cannot be, so borrow 1 here. So this will become 7. And then we have 13. 13 minus 7 is 6. And then bring down 7. So meaning to say that Arizona became a state in 1760. So this is our answer. Now to check our work, since we use subtraction to get 1760, so we just have to add 760 to 76 if the result is 1836, and that's how you check our work. So it's very clear that Arizona became a state in 1760, which is 76 fewer years than Arkansas. For the last item, number 10, the distance from Los Angeles to San Francisco is 265 miles more than the distance from Los Angeles to San Diego. If San Francisco is 389 miles from Los Angeles, how far is San Diego from Los Angeles? Okay, let's have a diagram, okay? Let's have a distance, a line distance. Let's say, so this is from Los Angeles to San Francisco. And then we have the second one, we have Los Angeles to San Diego. From Los Angeles to San Francisco, let's have A as our variable, and Los Angeles to San Diego, let's have our B as our variable. Now let's go to the conditions for this item. Now the first condition is, it says that Los Angeles to San Francisco is 265 miles more than the distance. We have our keyword more than signals addition. So we have our Los Angeles to San Francisco, and that's our A variable. So more than signals addition, that is 265. From Los Angeles to San Diego. Los Angeles to San Diego. Los Angeles to San Diego, that is our B variable, or variable B. Okay, we're done to our first condition. Now let's go to our second condition. Our second condition is, if San Francisco is 389 miles from Los Angeles, okay, this is 389. From Los Angeles to San Francisco is 389. Now the question is, how far is Los Angeles to San Diego? Now we have our A. Our A is 389, right? Now we're going to evaluate this one to our first equation. And this is our first equation, right? So we have 389. Then copy B plus 265. Again, to solve this item easier, we just have to transpose this number, or positive 265, to the other side. Copy 389, and then 265 becomes a negative. And then copy our B. And then 389 minus 265, that will be 1, 2, 4, and this is our B. So meaning to say that the distance from Los Angeles to San Diego is 124 miles. So that's how you solve the distance from Los Angeles to San Diego.